Mira, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Welcome. Good morning. So we are going to start on time today. Hi, how are you, Ariana?
Hi, Linda.
Nice
Hi,
to see
Brenda.
your beautiful face this morning. How are you? So we want to respect everybody's time. So we're going to start right away and then admit people as they're coming. Okay. So welcome to this webinar. We will learn about SeedSpot Retail Brand Accelerator. SeedSpot is a globally ranked business accelerator for entrepreneurs who are exploring or building a new business that makes a positive impact in their community. In the case of the Retail Brand Accelerator, building generational wealth in underserved communities. So thousands of entrepreneurs have built their for-profit or their non-profit ventures by leveraging the SeedSpot support. Perfect. So let's go to talk about agenda today. We're going to have some quick introductions. Then we're going to talk a little bit about SeedSpot, give you some alumni story, program futures. We're going to have a small trivia to see if you guys are paying attention. And then at the end, we're going to have a Q&A. Of course, if you guys have any questions during this presentation, feel free to enter the questions on the comments, okay? So let's going to type your name on the chat. We want to know where are you from and what is your product. This is the first step for you guys to get other people to know about your product. So please type in the chat your name, where are you from, and what is your product. Let me open over here the chat as well here so I can take a look at it. So while you guys are typing your name, where are you from, and what is your product, let's go to start with some introductions. My name is Linda Norquist, and I'm the Marketing and Recruitment Manager here at SeedSpot. I have a passion for social impact-driven ventures, and I'm a bilingual marketing strategist. So over a decade of experience connecting ventures with diverse audiences and crafting impactful messages. So since middle school, I always been an entrepreneur. Was selling sandwich and brownies and cookies and everything. I have my own consultancy for about 8 years. And then I was really happy to be part of SeedSpot team, where I can actually use those experiences to help you guys and to support you in your entrepreneurship venture. So now that I give my introduction, let's go to hear from Miranda Williamson, our amazing director of recruitment. Miranda.
Hello, everyone. As Linda said, I'm the Director of Recruitment. I have spent my entire career in social impact education spaces, and in particular, building admissions and recruiting infrastructure that reflects the values of the organization and finds individuals like yourselves who are doing the work that we can support and help navigate this experience. In my free time, I have a podcast and I'm a runner. I think we all bring our whole selves to the type of work that we do. And I am a whole person with hobbies as well outside of this wonderful career. So, a bit about the work we do at SeedSpot. We have served over 3,000 entrepreneurs. So, it's a network, a community of over 3,000 entrepreneurs doing this work. We work with mostly underrepresented founders. 89% of the founders we work with are underrepresented. 59% are women-led businesses, and 62% identify as BIPOC. Now, these numbers are numbers that I love. Three 399 million in revenue has been generated by those 3,600 alumni. 79 million in investment raised, and my absolute favorite number, 9,700 jobs have been created by the founders that we have worked with here at SeedSpot. There are a diverse range of businesses and solutions and areas of impact of the entrepreneurs that we've worked with. The vast majority of entrepreneurs are US based, and a big chunk of them, 34%, are in the health and wellness sector. We do have another program that is focused on community health equity. So that is a big focus area of ours. Another 30% work in equality and economic opportunities. And then, of course, education and environmental sustainability are big impact areas for the founders we've worked with. Now, we like to share stories because our alumni are more than just the numbers that we shared. They're also the stories of impact, the stories of products that they've created. This is Drew Shaw. Drew Shaw is an alumni of SeedSpot, and he developed a brand called Voice Threads, which is a lifestyle brand that brings awareness to important causes by creating one-of-a-kind mismatched socks that tell an inspiring story. Here are a pair of socks that he did. What they do is they partner with nonprofits. So Voice Threads partnered with a nonprofit organization. This one is Teach for America, and developed these gorgeous socks that don't match. The idea is that this will spark conversation. People will see someone out in the world with these mismatched socks and ask them about them. And that gives an opportunity to have a conversation about Teach for America and what they do. And then a portion of the proceeds go towards Teach for America. So let me move forward a bit and tell you a bit about the Retail Brand Accelerator itself and the process of developing it. So in 2023, SeedSpot started a relationship with Walmart Center for Racial Equity. And what that relationship did was bring entrepreneurs like Drew Shaw into our Impact Accelerator so that we could spend a year learning from them, learning about their particular needs, their particular goals, and their particular challenges they face in their business as retail-focused entrepreneurs. So after spending that year working with entrepreneurs and working alongside Walmart Center for Racial Equity, we were ready to launch our first Retail Brand Accelerator. And that is a program that is fully funded, which means there is no cost to the entrepreneurs participating in that program. All of the costs are covered by Walmart Center for Racial Equity. And we have specific courses, which we'll get into a bit later, that are designed to meet the needs of individuals like yourselves hoping to break into mass retail. Our program has some incredible features, and I'll pass it off to my colleague Linda to share some of these.
Perfect, guys. So let's go to talk about the program future. So our program offers various communication channels to support your journey. So expect weekly emails to keep you updated with deadlines, with events, remind you about your homework and other resources. Also, personalized mentoring and coaching sessions. So everyone learn at a different pace, right? And everybody's in a different time zone. So we are going to pair you with a mentor that can fulfill your personal needs. We want to be sure that the mentor that you're matched with is going to be able to help you with your personal challenge. Everybody's going to have different challenge. So that's one of the ways that we do this mentorship and coaching, and is one of the things that is going to make us different from other accelerators. Also, you will have access to Google Classrooms for interactive learning, where you can download and you can study online or offline your materials. So a lot of people also is going to be working. So that's why we use Google Classroom. So at your own time, at your own pace, you're going to be able to download your homeworks, your resources, your reading, and be able to do your homework. So let's go into talk a little bit about online programming. So everything we do is virtual. SeedSpot has been doing virtual way before the pandemic. So we really are skilled at making these classes very interactive, hands-on, and we are really skilled at using different tools for it. So you're going to be able to use the Zoom. You're going to have a Zoom class with everyone. You're going to have a small groups, breakout rooms. We're going to have digital and interactive workbooks, workshops, style sessions with experts, and you are going to have really tangible tools for your businesses, just like templates, for example. You also are going to have an optional office hours of one-on-one support if you have any extra questions or if it's something in the material that you really quite don't understand. And I think this is really amazing.
Excellent. Thank you for that overview, Linda. So what is the content? What is the content you're going to experience in this 10-week program? So this is the curriculum overview that I'm going to give you. Classes are held on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And keep in mind that the time commitment is about 7 to 10 hours per week. And now that is per team, not per individual. So if you have a co-founder or another member of your leadership team that is also participating, that's completely fine. That time commitment can be broken down among multiple individuals. So week one, each week has its theme, and week one we call Foundations. And this includes Retail 101. So this class provides an overview of the retail industry, specifically geared towards startups. It covers market trends, emerging opportunities, and unique challenges faced by retail startups. Lean. So like the next week would be week 2, preparation. So this is lean retail startup methodology. So this class introduces the principles of lean startup methodology applied to the retail sector. It covers concepts such as minimum viable product development, rapid iteration, customer feedback loops, and agile decision making. Logistics. So logistics, that would be retail market validation and customer discovery. Participants learn how to validate their retail business idea through customer discovery interviews, market research, and prototype testing. This class really emphasizes the importance of understanding customer needs and preferences in early startup building. Branding and positioning for startups. So participants learn how to create a strong brand identity and position strategy for their retail startup, including brand messaging, visual identity, design, and storytelling techniques, which is very important for getting your message across. Operations, this would be retail sales and distribution strategies. So this class focuses on developing sales and distribution channels for retail startups, including direct sales, online marketplaces, wholesale partnerships, and brick and mortar opportunities. So next is team, and then let's go, which would be graduation and really pitching and showing your product in this space to a broader audience. Now, we do expect everyone to meet weekly. Participation is really important to us because we are working to build a community here. Some of the pillars of this program are community, mentorship, and business training. So those are the important pillars and guiding principles of this program. Because attendance is so important to us, we do set you up for success. As you can see on the side, that's a sample of what our schedule would look like, and we would share that schedule with you upon being accepted so that you can plan your life accordingly. You are able to miss 2 sessions with no issue. Any more than that, we'd want to have a conversation about what it is you're missing, because as Linda mentioned, these are interactive sessions. You are not just passively sitting and learning. While these sessions will be recorded, you can go back and watch them, but the best way to learn is to participate, engage, and we're like I mentioned again, we're building a community. You're not just learning, you're interacting and engaging with one another. You have the opportunity to teach someone else in the program, and someone else has the opportunity to learn from you. That being said, we are a holistic review process. So there isn't benchmark numbers that you have to reach, for example, in order to get admitted into the program. We're looking at you and your product as a whole and where you are at in the entrepreneurial phase of your journey. And we may admit someone who's a little bit greener, let's say. Maybe they're a little bit earlier with their product development. And then we may admit folks, a handful of folks who are really advanced. Maybe they've made it into 1 or 2 mass retail spaces. And why we do that is because the engagement piece of this program is really valuable, and we have a lot to learn from one another. And even the folks who are more advanced, a lot to gain from being in a mentorship and guiding position for others in the program who maybe haven't broken into mass retail yet. So there will be a range of stages. It's a holistic review, and no one item will disqualify you. So I do encourage everyone to apply to the program. Application process. So you are at step 1, attend an info session. Here you are. Submit your application is the next piece. We do have a priority deadline coming up, and we do encourage folks to submit by that deadline. Your application is usually reviewed within 2 weeks, and you have a 20-minute interview if you're invited to the next stage. That would be with either Linda or myself. We are not scary. We are very supportive, so don't worry about that. You do want to show up on time, though, and bring your best self to that interview. You are then evaluated for program fit. And then if you're admitted to the program, you would receive your acceptance letter and sign a venture agreement. Again, there is no financial commitment on your part to this. So this is all an agreement that we make through virtual signatures. So we're making an agreement to participate, an agreement to show up and be a part of this community for the 10 weeks that we have. I'd love to give some strong application tips because this program will fill up. It's a popular program. We are admitting about 15 people into the program, and it will likely fill up. So, how to put your best self forward. I'll just go over some tips. Do not answer the questions with just one sentence. We give you 250 words to answer most of the questions. I believe we only have one question in there that is asking for 1 to 3 sentences. Other than that, we would like you to expand upon each question fully. Remember that grammar is important. We want to go ahead and have a proofreader. That is always helpful. So tips for a strong application, be specific. The strongest applications are very specific. That's why you don't want to answer with just one question. Tell us who you are, why you engage in this work. We really want to hear about that. Be very specific. Don't lose sight of the prompts. Respond directly to the questions. So we will ask a series of questions. This application should not take you more than 30 minutes to complete. It's not a really extensive application, but want to make sure that you respond to each of those questions fully. Again, your personal story is really important to us, who you are, what motivates you to be an entrepreneur and to create the product that you created. And then again, submit your application early. The early action deadline is December 16th, and this program will fill up. So get your application in by December 16th for the best possible shot. All right.
So let's go to do a little bit of trivia. We just want to know if you guys were paying attention. So let's go with the first questions. Just type your answer on the chat. What is the weekly time commitment for this program? Anyone knows what is the weekly time commitment for this program? Not the date, Ariana, the date, like how long, what is your time commitment, how many hours? Yes, there you go, perfect. 7 to 10 hours. And remember, no, that's perfect, Ariana. Remember that 7 to 10 hours encompass the time that you're going to meet with your mentor, the time that you're going to be in class, the time that you're going to have doing homework. And this is good to know so you guys can schedule your time around this, knowing that, okay, I'm going to have to take 7 to 10 hours to do this. Perfect. What is the question number 2? What was the name of the alumni business example that was shared? Do you guys remember the alumni that we just shared an example? Anyone remember his name? It was a his. The guy with the socks. Yes, it was a socks company. Absolutely. And we're really proud of this alumni and what he's doing for the nonprofit community. His voice strength, but yes, it's the socks company. Thank you so much. And the next question, what is a key pillar of this program? Miranda repeated a few times, what is a key pillar of this program? What is really important for us for this program? Come on, I know you guys were paying attention. I'm absolutely sure of this. Branding and marketing is not really. What is really a key element that is important for this community? Yes, actually, that's one of the key important parts is community. That is extremely important for us, for our ventures like yours, and also for the community that you serve. Community, mentorship, because mentorship is extremely important as well, learning and partnerships. These are really key pillars for this program, for us, for you, and for you in your community. And the last question, when is the application deadline? And this is a really important question for you guys. When is the application deadline? December 16th.
That's the priority
That is the
deadline.
priority. You're right. December 16 is the priority. So you are absolutely right, Ariana. And the final deadline is January 20. We want you to apply by the priority deadline so that give us time to look at your application and if you need to make any changes, time to talk to you. So that's what is important to have that extra time. But you did it. Really good. So let's go to talk a little bit about what's next now. Did you?
My slide won't change.
That's okay. So let's go to talk about what's next. So the next step is complete the online application. Remember, there is no cost for this application. It's free You just need about 30 minutes. So go online and apply. It's super important because once you guys apply, we have your information here in our database and we can make the best recommendations. Or if you have questions specifically for you, it's easier for us to answer those questions because with your application, it just give us a guide and guide you what is the best way to apply. The second step, it will be the 20-minute interview that's usually with Miranda or myself. And like I said, it is an interview, but it's also a way for us to get to know you as an entrepreneur. And that is really important for us. Step 3, we are going to offer, you guys are going to get an offer. So it's either an acceptance and you guys are going to be able to sign the agreement. You will get an email with all the information about the next steps. Step 4 is the venture consultation call with the programs team. And that is really important because they really want to get to know your business, your challenges. Also, you're going to be able to express what type of mentor do you want to have. And with this information, we can find that perfect person for you. And finally, the step 5 is just the welcome celebration. On February 6th, we will have a Zoom with a welcome celebration. You'll get to know the other ventures on the accelerator, and you get to know the program team. You're going to get to ask more questions if you want to. It's really a celebration for us, and it's a celebration that we want to give you for your efforts. Because if you're here, it's because you are doing really great efforts on your company. So this is a celebration for you, really.
Absolutely. Great. We'd love to shift gears now to take any questions that you all might have about the program itself.
I actually have a few. I was typing it in the chat, so apologies. I'm going to be reading it. I do have a question about the mentors. How are they selected? Are they selected based on our application, or do we kind of chat with you both about, specifically what we need? What are like areas in retail where we're not too confident in, or?
Yeah, so your application is important, but it is not the key element to deciding your mentor. Once admitted into the program, we have a more detailed intake form, what we call it, where we ask some more in-depth questions about your mentorship needs, about some of your goals during the program, about maybe some of your pain points or areas for growth. And that's what one piece we use. The other piece is that venture consultation call that Linda mentioned, which is an opportunity to have a conversation with one of our programs team, and they have a more in-depth conversation about who your potential mentor could be.
Got it. And then, so thank you for that. And then my other question, I know you all mentioned I think we had like a presentation or something at the end to pitch with. Who are there going to be Walmart people there, retailers there? Like, who will be pitching our product to? I would love to know. I might be getting ahead of myself though. So.
Yes, so there is a buyer event and you will pitch at the buyer event. There are no external audiences there, just buyers. And then the buyers will often be like, oh, I'd like to go to a breakout room with so and so and so and so. And then there would be more conversation there. The showcase is more of a celebration. It is a space where SeedSpot mentors, SeedSpot team members, peers in the space are present. There may be buyers. Walmart is certainly always invited, but that's not the goal of it. The goal of it is more like, let's put a beautiful close to the end of this program, and let's bring in a live audience to see what you've accomplished. Yeah. So you're also able to invite your family and friends.
Gotcha.
And your audience too. You're able to invite your audience. And I also wanted to say, starting in week 1, you will have a face-to-face with those buyers. Like in week 1, actually, is going to be a panel, and it's going to be a panel of different Walmart buyers, and you're going to be able to interact with them. They are going to teach you. They're going to give you like a checklist. Okay, this is the checklist. This is what we're looking for when we talk with you. And also, we are going to help you through the whole program with your pitch, how to pitch to these buyers on retail, because that's also extremely important. So starting week 1, you will have that face-to-face with retail, with Walmart, through the whole program. That's
But
why.
I want to provide some real clarity there because that can be really confusing. Our
Mhm.
goal in this program is not necessarily to get everyone in Walmart. It is not our intention. For example, Walmart is concerned with bottom line quite often, and maybe your product isn't a good fit for Walmart. That is completely okay. That in no way disqualifies you from this program. We have products in our last cohort, which were a much better fit for Sprouts or Whole Foods, and that was the route we helped them pursue. So if Walmart is not a good fit, that is not a problem.
Got it. Makes sense. Thank you.
Any other questions? Yvonne, I entered the program dates, which is February 17th to April 25 into the chat. Do you guys have any more questions about the program?
No, I appreciate the second part of, sorry, I came in 10 minutes late. I had another meeting that kind of extended, but just knowing that, because I know my product is probably not a Walmart fit because of my bottom lines. So just knowing that this program is just not geared towards saying that you're looking to just get into Walmart, but is I mean, for me, really, it's just, I'm just really out to get trained, to understand my business, to know just really what I'm looking at, just from a increased profitability for my business by being able to really understand my business and what to look out for, the pitfalls and all that great stuff. But also being able to know that it's just not about going into Walmart, but then also being prepared for other markets like specialty markets where my product is more better fitted for that kind of space. So that was very encouraging to hear that.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that is, I would say, more than half of the entrepreneurs in the program are looking to break into different markets, not necessarily Walmart.
Yes. Like Sprouts, and what is the other one that we have?
Whole Foods. Seedly got into Whole Foods.
We
Yeah.
got somebody getting into Whole Foods while he was going through this program.
And now H&M with Ashunta. So
H&M, and we have some skincare that also got into Sephora. So again, not necessarily. We want to do what is best for your business. We want to prepare your business to move into retail, general retail, not specifically Walmart. Did you guys have any other questions? Perfect. Absolutely, Ariana. You're welcome. Well, the next step is, please, I want to encourage you, enter an application so we can move forward from there. And as we go through the whole process, you may have more questions and we will be more than happy to answer those one-on-one.
Thank you for joining us and engaging today and engaging in our trivia and Q&A. It's always a lot of fun when folks interact.
Yes, and have an amazing day and amazing holidays as well. Thank you so much. Bye.